Тренінг і прикладний тренінг для тих, хто з молочного бізнесу або ним цікавиться. Сигнали корів, будь ласка.
Good morning, everybody. Roman, can I have the pointer? Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming here. May I ask a question? Who is active in dairy or who want to be active in dairy? Because I see a lot of young people, most probably students. So only 3 people in dairy? Oh, 4. Okay, thank you. A few figures about the Netherlands. As you can see, the Netherlands is way smaller than Ukraine. The Netherlands, yeah, you see the figures, so I will not go into details, but you see we are much smaller, but still we are number 2 exporter of agricultural products in the world. So we have a lot of knowledge which we can share with you so that you can also become an important exporter of agricultural products, because you have the potential, you have beautiful land and you have a lot of space. About the Dutch Ukrainian Dairy Center. This is a project which we are executing with a number of partners in Ukraine with the support of the Dutch government. The project is business driven and we want to develop something which after 3 years can sustain in Ukraine. Therefore we are working with a number of partners. From the Netherlands, it's Haas den Bosch. It's a University for Applied Science in Agriculture. It's Vetwijs, cow signal training company. It's developed by a group of Dutch veterinarians. I will do a cow signal training, a small workshop after I introduce the DUDC project. GD Animal Health. GD Animal Health is a laboratory with consulting on animal health monitoring. And DIFCO International, it's my company, and we are the main contractor of this project. Then a number of Ukrainian partners, mainly it's several associations. We are working with the dairy industry, very important, the milk factories, which finally have to get a better product at reasonable cost. Feed industry, because for quality milk you need good quality feed. And we are working in 3 clusters. It's in Lviv, it's in Bila Tserkva, Uman, and it's in Sumy region. And then a number of Dutch companies as well. So the 3 clusters, Lviv, Sumy, Bila Tserkva, Uman. And yeah, we have a coordination unit which Roman is taking care of, to coordinate the whole project and to develop training materials. So one of the things we're going to do is organizing a course for graduates, so people who already graduated, to become a herdsman. Because we know that in Ukraine you have perfect theory, but to apply it and to use it and the practice, this is something we want to add to that theory you already have. Okay, now about cow signals. Yeah, Roman already told we're going to do it a bit interactive, so I want to ask you all to stand up. And then just stand on one leg. Also this on the back. So cow signals, it's a system which has been developed by Vetwijs. So yeah, one leg and keep standing. So Vetwijs are 2 veterinarians for the Netherlands. And these guys, they were sick and tired of the farmers which are calling them every weekend, we have a sick cow. Because they always see that the problem of a sick cow is because of bad management. So because the farmer during the week is not taking care of the cow has a twisted stomach or is lame or has a problem in the weekend. And they were called in the weekend to solve the problem. And they were thinking, we need to do this different. We need to work on prevention so that we can teach the farmers during the week what to do right, so they don't need to call us anymore in the weekend with the problems, because they have no problems, or at least less problems. So cow signals is in fact about 3 things. It's cow signals, it's design of barns, because with a good design of the barn you will have less problems. And it's about working instructions, and this is also a very important one in Ukraine. Like in Holland we have family farms, so it's the farmer and his wife with the children or the grandparents running the farm. But here you work with employees, and to manage your employees is very important because they finally have to do what is necessary. Yeah, so we have also the whole series of books. Ik ook, ja, we have the whole series of books about all kind of subjects about dairy. So it's not just training, but it's a whole series of books. We also developed a series of videos, so it's also video learning. So this is about theory, but also practice. This afternoon we're going to do the practice in the barn here in the region. So you have an idea about which lactation is the most effective. So maybe somebody has an idea which lactation is the most effective one of a cow.
Third lactation.
It's actually later. It's 5, 6 and 7 lactation. So the older the cow gets, the more milk the cow will produce. So it's very important to give a cow a long life. So to make sure that the cow stay alive. Because in average in the Netherlands, at 3 lactations we kill the cows. US it's even lower. So you have to keep the cows alive longer because that's really important. I will skip this one. So, but who to ask to get the cow a longer life? Who should you ask? In fact, you have to ask the cow because she can give you the answer. How she will live longer and how she will do a better job for you. So this is what cow signals about, is to read the signals of the cow, to understand the cow. Look at the cow and she will tell you the truth because she knows what she wants. So what in fact does a cow want? We call it the 6 freedoms of the pasture. So if you look at this picture, what do you see what a cow really wants? Somebody an idea?
Some good water, some nice feeding, some space, and some, don't know.
What do you see here a lot? Because you were right, it's water. It's very important. You don't see it here actually, but feed. Feed is very important, but it's very close now to the cow when she is in the pasture. You were mentioning space. You were really right. The cow needs a lot of space. But what do you see here? Plenty. Fresh air. Because you see here a lot of fresh air. You also see a lot of light. And rest. A cow needs rest. And that's also why I ask you to stand. Because a cow doesn't like to stand all the time. She needs also a place to lay down. Because you already feel, and most of them, they are not standing anymore on one leg. And look at Benno, he was complaining, but he is not standing on one leg. And you know, a cow is more than 500 kilogram. So 500 kilogram on 4 legs, it means 125 kilo on one leg. I don't think that there are many here who are standing on one leg with 125 kilograms. So, but you already feel that it's not very comfortable. And you see already a lot of them, they are getting back to 2 legs. Most of them still standing, so that's already something. So you experience what a cow feels when she is standing and waiting. So I propose that you sit down so that you can relax and don't have hurting legs tonight. So we had the 6 freedoms of the pasture. So the 6 things are really important for the cow. And for example, fresh air, it's very cheap. It's really cheap. But on many farms, when you get to the farm, there is no fresh air. Also water. Water is one of the cheapest feed ingredients you can give to your cows. But many times when you get to the barn, the water is dirty. It's very dirty. You don't want to drink it. You think your cow will drink it? So a lot of, it looks very simple, but in practice we see a lot of issues with it. So here you see, especially on the right side, it's, here, there it is. On the right side you see it's dark, no fresh air, no light. So here really you don't see the 6 freedoms of the pasture. This one, a new design barn in Russia of some very good farmer, but you see the cow is standing with her legs like this to be able to touch the floor. The design of the barn is not right, so no space, no access to food. So then the cow signal philosophy, it's look, think, act. Very important to repeat this whole cycle. You look and then you think what is happening and then you're gonna solve it. Because quite often we are coming on farms in Ukraine and in other countries and then you ask why you don't solve it or you don't know it. No, we know that we do it wrong, but they don't solve it. So look, think, act. And then with looking it's about seeing everything. And it's easy to say, but how we do that? We are looking from large, like here in the room. If you see, everybody is more or less sitting around. But you see, there are less people and there are more people. Because people want to go in and out. So they're not all walking to that side. But it's the same with cows. They all want to go eating. So they don't want to go to a very far place in the barn. Or if there is draft, if it's windy, or there is no fresh air. They all look for a nice place to lay. So they select their own places. So you look first big. And then you look to the smaller things. You look to individuals. And then you think, okay, is this a group signal or an individual signal? Then we have the UNOs. Unexplained notable observations. These are things which when you see them first you think, oh, what's happening here? And then you study them and you investigate them and you think, you could know, it's very, you understand. Then you have the waiting cows. The waiting cows, this is one of the main problems on the dairy farms. Because a cow is very busy. She is really busy. She needs to eat. She needs to ruminate. She needs to lay down and chew the food and produce milk. She needs to go to the parlor. She needs some social behavior to show heat, for example. So a cow is really busy. Cow doesn't sleep. But she should not stand in waiting. Because waiting, it doesn't mean eating. It means that she is standing again on this one leg. 125 kilo on a leg. And then people are thinking, oh, we have a lot of hoof problems. Yeah, have you seen in your barn, all the cows are standing. They don't have a soft bed to sleep. Or the bed is too small. And then they really cost you a lot of money. And then we have the risk animals. And the risk animals, it's animals where you have to pay extra attention. Especially, for example, the cows which have to calve down. During calving, they are at risk of disease. They are at risk of many things. So you have to really pay attention to your calving cows. Yeah, if you look at a cow, you have a lot of points to look at. I will not discuss them right here, but a lot of details where you need to have a look. Here we have a picture. So what do you see here? Somebody see something special? Or everything is normal? Извините.
Пустой кормовой стол и вода.
Yeah, you are explaining there is a empty feed table, and that's why all the cows are standing, because the cows, they are waiting to go to eating, and also it's very dirty and wet, so the cows don't have a nice place to lay down. So this is a very good example of waiting cows, and these cows, they will give you a lot of trouble, and they will give you a lot of problems. So when the cows are in the barn, they need to have feed. 24 hours per day there should be fresh feed, good quality fresh feed, 24 hours per day. Then we were looking at the big picture on the left, and then we look at the small picture, and then you see a lot of cows with an empty stomach, and we call it the danger triangle. Because if you look in the barn and you see a lot of empty, because this one is empty, that one is empty, that one is empty, so it means even there you can see empty, empty. If you talk to the people here, they will say, oh, yeah, we were just planning to feed them and we just removed the food half an hour ago. Yeah, forget it. Look at the cows, they are hungry. They hadn't been eating for several hours. So when you know where to look and what to look at, you know that these cows have been definitely hungry for a long time. We will skip that one. Here you see again the danger triangle. Very hungry, but also you see a very poor condition score. You see a lot of ribs. So this cow, hasn't been eating enough for already a longer time. So this is really a cow which is in danger and where you can expect a lot of problems. And here you see the feet has been fed, and this one is really weak, and she keeps laying in the dirty area. Then we have a standard picture about the cow. On this cow you can see 10 signals. There are 3 major signals and 7 smaller signals. Does anybody see one of the signals? Yeah.
Я можу сказати про той трикутник, що ви розповідали, про шишку, яка знаходиться в неї на поясниці, також про бруд, який в неї на задній поверхні стегон біля. Yes, I can try. You said about the triangle.
Yeah, definitely you see here major triangle. Yeah.
Yes, she is injured on her back.
Yes, she has a bump on the back there. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
she had dirty legs.
Yeah.
Yes. She is interested in us.
Yeah.
It's very good signal.
Yeah, that's a good signal. Yeah.
And all I saw that.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody else? Some other signals which you see here, because he's definitely right. We see one major signal. It's an empty stomach. And another one, it's a bump on the back of the other. But we are missing one more major signal. He also mentioned some smaller signals, but the major signals. Somebody sees one of the major signals? It's a hard one to see, but if you look very carefully, you can see that this leg, she's lifting a little bit. So she is lame on her left back leg. So that's also why you see here she is little damage, because she is lame. She cannot walk, and because she is lame, she is also not going to the feed table to eat. And another few small signals which you see is the dull hair. You see the color of the hair. A cow should be shiny. You should have shiny hair. And you many times when you are in the barn, you see that the cows are bumping on the metal. And then you see shiny metal. And we say we want not to see shiny metal. We want to see shiny cows. So the hair color and the shine of the hair is very important. And you see this one is pretty dull. So no nice shine. Also you see that the ears are hanging a little bit. And you see deep eyes. The eyes, normally the eye bulb should be out. But now you see the eyes are laying back really deep into her. So you see she's not doing well. And another one you see with the tail. It's like with the dog, she's a bit of scared because the tail is in between her legs. She really feels a bit scared because she's lame. She cannot fly away. She cannot run away if something happens. So she's really a bit scared. So you see a simple picture, but a lot of signals. So if you know how to read the signals of the cow, you will understand something is going wrong here. It's like what Jan Hulsen and Joep Driesen say about a Dutch farmer. If you visit the Dutch farmer and you ask him, how are your cows doing? Oh, they are fine. And then you go in the barn and you see these kind of cows, you know he's not right. Because no one farmer will say, oh, I have a lot of problem cows. They will all say, oh, my cows are doing fine. Sometimes the wife will say, oh, Jan, but we had last week a lot of problems with our cows. But farmers, they will not tell you, oh, we have a lot of problems. So then we are going to the next points. It's the UNOs. UNOs is something which when you see it first, you think, how is it possible? And then you look at it and you understand why. You see here, you see this small bump here. And you think, oh, this is strange. How is it possible? Maybe somebody already have an idea how this cow get this lump here? Sorry?
Maybe she is injured by the other cow.
That could be, but I will show you a next picture. You see shiny metal in the barn, and all the cows, they bump here to the metal and they are hurt by the metal. So that's also why we developed the barn design, because it's very important to design the barn right, that the cows are not bumping to the metal, that on the back they are not bumped by the metal. So on many places you see shiny metal, and then you know, okay, the design has been wrong. So shiny metal, which you don't want. Then waiting cows. What do you see here? Yeah, you can explain.
I don't speak English. Корм далеко от коров.
Yeah, you're right. The feed has been pushed away by the cows, so they have to stretch to get to the feed, and it's really hard for them. And you want the cow to eat fast and a lot, so you don't want them to exercise stretching their leg, their neck. What you see quite often, if you see that the feed is pushed away, that it's not mixed right, because the cows, they know when they're gonna mix it a bit, they will get the nice grains and they will eat the grains. So it's also a sign. And when the cow is doing like this, when she starts to eat, she tells you, no farmer, I don't like the food. So this is again a signal of the cow. She will tell you, no, I don't like the food. You have to mix it better, or you have to give better ingredients. So if you see the feed pushed away, yeah, you can push it back, but the cows, they are very fast. They push it again back to the middle. So mixing the feed is very important, and the cows, they show you immediately if you did it wrong. What do you see here? Maybe the ladies. Do you see something, or you see more on your iPhone? Sorry?
Плохая подстилка.
Yeah, the bedding in fact the bedding, it's okay. You see it's sand bedding, it's soft, but especially the cubicles are not right, because this cow cannot stand square in the cubicle. She is going to stand diagonal. If she is standing diagonal, it means not enough space to lay down without bumping all the metal. When she's laying down, she will hurt. So this cow is a waiting cow. She's standing on her one leg, and she's thinking, I want to lay down because I'm tired, but when I'm laying down, I will hurt my back. So I'm waiting and waiting. But she also is not going to lay down easily. But when she is laying down, she keeps laying. She's not going back to eat, because she knows, okay, when I'm standing up, I have again to lay down. I will again hurt myself. So she's not eating enough. And that results in, again, empty stomachs and no milk and no result. Here we have again a lot of waiting cows. So, as I already told, cows are very busy animals. They are not sleeping, they should eat. And ideally, you should have 10 cycles of a day of eating, resting, drinking, and in this way, a cow will make you a lot of milk. Then the risk period. As already told, risk period is around calving. So the period around calving, the cow should be in a clean bed. She should have a lot of space. You see here the close-up group, the cows which are before calving. Yeah, the only thing you see here is shit and again shit. This means that this cows will give you a lot of problems, because it's not clean. And if the calves down here, she will get sick also. So you will get a lot of issues with these cows. So this is not a good situation. What you need is a clean bed, really nice, a lot of straw, clean bed. So what we are advising is a stress-free calving line. So Vetwise developed the concept of a stress-free calving, which starts with a big area with clean straw where your close-up cows can lay down and rest. And then when they close to calving, they go to a separate box, but they have to still see the other cows. So don't move them to another area, leave them close to these cows to calve down. So here you see, again, nice clean straw bedding, and the cows, they stay together even when they are calving. And this is the new design of Vetwijs, and it's now on the Eurotier. Eurotier in November is the Eurotier exhibition. This is one of the inventions which got a award for a new design. And it's about the calf. After calving, you don't want to have the calf behind the cow, because in that area there is manure and there is a risk of contamination. So what you're doing when the cow calves down, immediately you remove her and put her in front of the cow on top of the feed. So what will happen? The cow will lick the calf. It will stimulate the oxytocin production. So she will let down easily the milk, and also the afterbirth will get out more easily. You can milk the cow at that time very easily because she is busy with the calf. She will not kick you because she is still very happy with the calf. So you can easily milk her. Immediately after milking, you give the calf the colostrum. So within half an hour after calving, the colostrum is already in the calf. Then you take the calf away, and then the cow still wants the calf. But the food was there, and the food is smelling to the calf, and the cow immediately start eating. And this is very important. After calving, the cow should immediately drink. So give the cow 20 to 30 liter lukewarm water, and she should start eating. And in this way, you give a perfect start to the calf and a perfect start to the cow for the new lactation. So this is what we call the power of nature. Look what the cow wants, look what the cow needs, and give her what she needs and what she deserves. Here you see the cow is eating the calf, and after that she will start eating the food. So what is the most important factors? The first one we didn't discuss, it's stress-free stockmanship. This means that you have to go easy with your cows. Don't beat them with a tube. Don't shout. Be relaxed, be quiet. Understand what the cow wants. I've seen one picture of one sign on a barn. It was about how to move cows fast. Do it slowly. Because if you start screaming and you start shouting, cows start to run, they are sliding on the floor, they're falling down. It really have a lot of damage. So stress-free stockmanship is very important. Handle the cows with care and calm. The second thing is a soft bed. The soft bed is really important. The cow should easily lay down and have enough rest. Don't have the cow standing on one leg too long. And then the stress-free calving line. It's very important to have a good start of the lactation. So stress-free calving line is one of the key success factors for good dairy and to have 100,000 liter production. So what can you do? You can read the book. You can do the workshop. This afternoon we will do a workshop here on one of the farms. So we really go into the farm. We take on our boots. We go in between the cows and we look at the cows in reality. And then we exercise all the things we discussed. You can also go to cowsignals.com. You can see the free video learning course, and there you will also see how Joep explains the 10 signals of this cow. But there are much more videos, and within the project, the DUDC project, we want to make these videos available in your language. So it will be English, but with subtitles, so that you can understand them and also learn a bit of English. So here you see you can get a free course. You can see the video courses. Also the blog. They have a very nice blog and they have a lot of social media. So on Facebook, if you go on Facebook, you look for Cow Signals, you will see every time new videos